Welcome back to the greatest show. I am J. Kayla Harris. How are you folks doing today? Hello, hello, hello. Happy haircut day. Hello, Faith. Congratulations on being first. Hello, Crank. But how dare you? How dare you? Killing rats. SMH my head. Estalia needs more DACA? Nah. Welcome to Estalia, gentlemen. We are here. Because this week, Bathsheba is going to be joining the fray in Total War Warhammer 3. And, unfortunately with that,
I command here.
is making Balthasar Gelt start even a little more crowded. Harris get a haircut. Yes, Harris got a haircut less than 2 hours ago. This is fresh as shit. In fact, it's so fresh, I might even tolerate a cute redeem or two because my barber did such a good job. Not because I did anything, but my barber did a good job. And I feel like that's what cute redeems today will recognize. Rock and Stone? Look, I love me some dwarfs. But the dwarf campaigns are going to be very unaffected by this change. God, they need to add the rest of the southeast corner of the map. It's so fucking crowded. Yeah. So, if you're familiar with Total War Warhammer 3 and have been avoiding spoilers but are willing to watch me spoil things, which is probably literally like one person, but fuck it, we're doing it anyway. I guess it's easier to show where they're going to be based off of Cathay. So, Xiaoming starts here. Gelt starts here. Bathsheba, if my looking at the map is correctly, which I think I am, Bathsheba starts like right here. Now, she's supposed to go up and down the mountains, which includes taking out the ogre kingdoms that Xiaoming's supposed to be friends with. But anyway, things are about to get a lot more crowded for one of my favorite starts. My redeems ain't playing noises. I know. It's complicated. I see them though. If you play a sound redeem, there's some stuff with Meld I gotta figure out still. But we are streaming today on Meld. This is kind of going to be my last. This will be my ultimate. Hey, did bumping my bitrate up to 6,000 fix all my issues?
You're beautiful.
But anyway, I do have a hydrate. And then, Cass and Faith are complimenting my barber. Thank you very much. So anyway, I want to play some Gelt. Gelt is one of my favorite campaigns in Immortal Empires. We'll get into it as we get in, of why. I just always have a ton of fun with it. I think it's actually really good for streaming because, like, you get to a point you can't auto-resolve the battles. So we're going to be fighting a lot of battles, which is more exciting for this type of thing, even if they're going to get a little samey. I don't know how long I'm going to do this campaign for. Obviously, it won't be through Friday, because Friday is when the DLC drops, and therefore probably the save will be broken. But I've got Gelt down well enough that I think at two days of streaming it will be good. And then I don't know what I'm doing Friday, but the week from today, next Monday, is Memorial Day. And I feel like I have a good idea of what I want to do next on this channel. And I think starting it on Memorial Day, it's not like super relevant, but based on like how important of a story game this one is for me, and involving military members, I think it'll work. So Stack Up. I'm not raising money with Stack Up. I really should get in with them some year. Dad the Noob, who also streams Total War Warhammer and probably is going to get early access to Bathsheba, by the way, if anyone wants to watch that early. I think he's planning on streaming Wednesday, and I assume he wouldn't be streaming Wednesday if he didn't have access to it. So, but I don't want to make any promises for him, and I'm assuming if he hasn't said anything in his channel, he's definitely not gonna say anything of mine. But he's raising money for Stack Up. Absolutely, just go over there and support Stack Up for sure. I should do something with them. I just keep putting it off and all this other stuff. So anyway, we start. Balthazar Gelt. Fantastic wizard. He's got no other wizards in his army. And he wants other wizards in his army. But we'll fix that. But let's start by fighting this first battle, which should be incredibly easy. We have Hellstorm Rocket Battery, which, especially turn one might be the best unit in the game. No, that's an overstatement. There's some other really good ones that are also not as fragile and will get as many kills.
And his name is John C.
Her name is Splash Sheena. Welcome in, Splash Sheena.
No peace, just
Nice haircut, thank you. All right, I could auto resolve this, but we're gonna manually resolve it because I'm gonna warn you guys right now. This might be the most standard battle we fight for the rest of this campaign. You're overdue. I realized, like, I normally go like 3 months, and this time it was like 2.5. But I think I was very well due. And I'm super glad I did it this week. Like last week, I was kind of feeling it and went and made an appointment. And again, very glad I did it. So this battle is going to showcase why we're doing Gelt. Is this the map? Oh, you know what? This is the map of the first battle. Wait, did they change it? I feel like I don't remember it being this, but I could be wrong. Anyway, Hellstorm Rocket Batteries. Yeah. I don't know how much more you guys want me to say about them. They like to raise Hellstorm. Here's the support Stack Up, therefore hates vets confirmed. True. Okay. The big thing with Hellstorm Rocket Battery is you cannot put any troops in front of it. So we're gonna make sure there's nothing in front of it, except for, we'll put these two in front. And let's start the battle. And watch as Hellstorm Rocket Battery, well, does what it does. And completely fucking miss. God damn it. I was hyping you up. What are you firing at anyway? Today was long and tomorrow will also be long? Giggity? Okay, you got one kill. I don't know what's firing at. Honestly, against AI, it's kind of better to just make sure that it's firing at random to reduce their ability to dodge it. Okay, we're killing some peasant archers, though. Fire at that, please.
ready for war.
Do this on these guys because low armor.
Never move again.
Victory is in our grasp.
We are ready.
Put you on guard. Just, oh my god.
Pick your targets. Our orders. Quick march. Formation.
Right, get out from the spearmen.
No lingering.
We don't need you fighting spearmen. That sounds terrible.
Now. Taking position.
We want you to be fighting archers.
Hellstorm. We are
So you can fire at those then. Dragonblood, Sugar Mama. Empire Knight can take that out. Or Empire Captain, my bad. This is awkward. This is why.
For the twin-tailed comet! Emperor's might!
No, get back on there. It's fine.
Crossbows ready, General! Sir!
150 pages on the schedule.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
Oh. You guys want to do this with me? Okay.
Taste gold.
This is why you don't group up around a wizard. Because it just makes it easy to do that. And rack up the kills. There we go. Took more damage to the Hellstorm Rocket Battery than I would have liked. But it's fine. We'll live. Chase down the Lord because we'll get extra XP if we do that. This unit, this army we're fighting against will die no matter what, but specifically in Warhammer 3, taking out, making sure you kill the Lord. What faction is Gelt? He's Empire. So the story is so. I'm not a big Warhammer lore person. My understanding, so the Empire is in. Let me back up. Warhammer's map looks surprisingly amount like Earth. Weird. Anyway, the Empire is based off of the Holy Roman Empire, and is roughly Germany, Italy-ish. Germany, mostly Germany, like in where you would think of Germany on the map. Cathay, which I believe is actually an old name for China, is in China. Gelt is in Cathay. And I guess sometimes in the lore he would travel there to learn more magic stuff, and so to help kind of give Empire start some variety and honestly to give everybody else some variety too. What, a year ago now they moved Gelt to Cathay. He has the option of going back to the Empire after he takes out these Burning Wind nomads, which is not very, I don't find interesting. There's so many starts you can do in the Empire as the Empire that getting to do one that's not in the Empire is fun. Look at that. Gelt got more kills than the Hellstorm Rocket Battery. Let's take the replenishment. I guess. Yeah, that's like no money. We'll take the replenishment.
Do not waste my
Okay,
potential.
so we have an objective to take this.
By the comet.
We're gonna encircle.
No peace, just war.
So I need to do some. Well, I need a couple
victorious.
things. I forget if we get enough experience from this fight to take Searing Doom, so I can take Route Marcher. So I'm just gonna take Route Marcher. All right, so Gelt has a very cool faction mechanic where he has access to the College of Magic, enabling the recruitment of wizards and special campaign actions. He gets these arcane essays based on how well wizards do in battles, and you can use these to then recruit wizards. So we want to make sure before this battle we have some wizards. Specifically, we have enough to get 2. Oh, we need a settlement. Never mind. Why did I think we could do this before this battle? Anyway, we're gonna fight this battle. We're gonna auto. No, we'll fight it. This one should be much easier because they don't have any cavalry. I forgot. Why did I think you could do this even before this battle? I don't know. But anyway, we'll show off more of the faction mechanics in a second. So we're kind of base humans. Gelt travels to China to learn alchemy. Yep. We start off very friendly with Zhao Ming, who's the Cathay faction west of us. I don't feel like breaking that. Like, you can break that alliance. I don't see a point to it. There's enough shit that's going to get thrown at you that also adding Zhao Ming to your shit list is kind of not smart. Anyway. Go, Rocket Battery, go.
For the Empire!
Alright, so there's Spearman, there's... Oh. You're just... You put your shit on the flanks? Fine.
State troops ready.
Let's see if firing at them will get them to move away.
To battle. Taking that position.
Or they'll just fucking take it. That works too.
Go.
I'm gonna send you on a super wide flanking path. Which is kind of ironic because one of Gelt's most common basic feats turning random metals into other metals. Yeah, but if there's other ways to do it, he wants to learn it. Hydrate, thank you. Good night, everyone. Less than pound. Less than 3. Posture check, thank you. I was doing a little bit of a shrimp. Should make sure to put this again. Shut up, you shrimp. Alright. So anyway, Empire Knights are going to smash these Peasant Archers, and Peasant Archers are going to learn why you don't provoke Empire Knights. I'm going to now fire at these guys.
Cavalry ready. No
Okay, we're gonna move a little bit because, yeah, we're now firing at those guys.
Yes, sir, quickly. Quick march. Moving now. Take the ground.
No.
Charge.
It's working out the one this is firing at is actually the one that's further away, because the firing close targets, that's when real shit happens. Anyway,
We are Sigmar's heirs!
thank you for grouping up like this. Casual 37 kills with one spell. We love to see it. You fire at that. How are you? Do I actually have to fucking cycle charge Empire Knights against fucking Peasant Archers? Are you kidding me?
Yes, my lord.
The Empire endures!
That might have been not far enough forward. Okay. That's why I hate Shockcalf. This game has a lot of work it needs to do, or love to do for cavalry. It's a little sad. Of like, Empire Knights aren't like the highest tier cavalry, but like, these are peasant fucking archers. If there's any unit you should just be able to, if there's any unit shock cavalry should be able to just be sent into melee with, and you don't have to think twice about it, it's fucking peasant archers. And the various forms of peasant archers. No point dragging this out. We don't get an extra XP for any of this. We took one loss, I think, on the Empire Knights. So much cleaner battle. Yeah, these peasant archers got one kill. God damn it. Granted, I think that was with the bows and not necessarily like in melee, but still. Like, the AI already does a good enough job of like screening for their archers, you don't need to also make archers just like fine in melee against cavalry. But it's okay. It doesn't matter because this is the probably, well, not the last meaningful fight we'll do with cavalry. All right. Zhao Ming, the Iron Dragon of the Western Province, thanks you for your aid protecting their southern border from the Burning Wind nomads, while he deals with the dissenters to the north. He requests further aid to continue pushing them back. We can agree to help, where we get control +3 all provinces, and local recruitment capacity +1 all provinces, and plus diplo relations. We can decline, which gives us money, but Zhao Ming will remember this. And I've clicked this button before. Meh. Or you can demand supplies. Temple of Elemental Winds instantly upgraded tier 2. I'll be honest, I normally just click this button because I'm like, let's be friends with Zhao Ming. But I'm realizing I don't care about this local recruitment capacity. Because I'm not going to be recruiting units into this army. Control +3 is good. I'm playing on very hard, very hard. So control is always good, but you know what else helps me with my control? Upgrading Temple of Elemental Winds instantly to tier 2. Alright. I now have a settlement. Let's get some wizards. I can only get 2. So I'm pretty sure my priorities are an Amethyst Wizard.
Bring the corpses.
And a Life Wizard. Now each time we click these buttons, it increases the cost of the next wizard. So my Shadow Wizard is now up to 150. It's the same with my Life. So we're going to rotate these out a little bit.
Trinkets won't go amiss.
Let's get these guys in the army.
Pull them from the earth.
This is going to be important. All right.
Do not waste my potential.
Good to remember. We do get both points. Might as well take it Searing Doom. Blade Master.
What message?
All right. For my Amethyst Wizard, we're immediately upgrading Spirit Leech to max. This is their most important spell.
What brings you here?
Life Wizard, Awaken to the Wood is fine. But if any time I would cast Awaken to the Wood, I just would use Gelt, one of Gelt's spells. So I'm not going to upgrade to max until there's like nothing left to upgrade, basically. I do want Life Bloom. Actually, if I'm not casting Awaken to the Wood, I should just grab Earthblood first then. Earthblood heals 4 units. And is going to be very important of keeping our armies alive.
You summon me.
You summon me. Okay, so first foremost. Uh-oh, what? Did we have issues already? Screen flickering. Cool. This might be a short stream. All right, well. Okay. Are we back to good now? Everything looks good now? Okay. It might be we're moving back to OBS because long story short, it definitely depends on the game, which it shouldn't, but somehow it does. And definitely don't have these issues with OBS that we do with Meld. The good news is, well, I hate to say good news. I've had my issues with Stream Elements. And I was hoping, someone would come along to that, competes with them. And the news this week is that Stream Elements is potentially shutting down, and they're looking for investors to save them from that. There is actually some bad news for that, because even though I'm not using Stream Elements anymore, I'm not using OBS with Stream Elements anymore, I am still using their alerts. So I am going to have to export, if they are in danger of shutting down, I am going to have to export my alerts so I can import them into something else. The good news is, now that with Stream Elements facing these problems, people are actually talking about alternatives to Stream Elements. I have no proof that Stream Elements has been doing like like search engine optimization to shut out competitors. So I don't want to necessarily accuse them of it, but it's been throughout this entire experience, I've had a ton of problems trying to find alternatives to Stream Elements because I was having my problems with them. And with the announcement, like the discussions on all, like especially on Reddit of like, hey, what do I do if I don't, like, if Stream Elements goes away, has been very helpful of a lot of options, that some that even work within OBS. Options that I've like genuinely looked to see if there are alternatives and couldn't find pre this announcement, but apparently some of them have been working well for years. Which again, I have concerns that Stream Elements was using methods to make it hard to find their competition, because apparently this is a thing that's known, but it was definitely hard to search for. I was having trouble searching for.
It is time.
Okay. I am gonna want growth, and this is better than the growth building, right? Yeah, goes to growth 50 on level 2, which I don't even get level 3 here. So we're gonna do this. We'll get the relations. I don't care about this recruitment. We'll do that.
Ready.
I'm gonna do something weird. I'm gonna not recruit. Turn 1. I do feel like I, in the past, have been able to get more wizards turn 1 though, but it's fine. All right. Immediately, this is the first thing we're researching. Experience gained plus 25% for all spellcasters. I've been kind of bearing the lead. Our goal is to make this army Balthazar Gelt and 19 wizards. We'll make a second arm. Once we have filled this army up and we need space for more wizards, we'll just put all the non-wizards, including the Empire Captain, into a second army. You do kind of need, like, I need to get Gelt and some wizards up in experience so they're and more Winds of Magic and stuff to really like make this army pop off. And I don't want to, like, starting it too early. You're gonna lose. So, and we don't want to lose, but. Love going through 290 factions over the end turn. Caravan of the Blue Roses. That's not great. We don't arcane essays over the end turn. Okay, that's fine.
Onwards.
We'll move here, and then actually, we're gonna channel.
I will do this.
In fact, I don't need replenishment, so I'm just gonna move into their zone.
I'll move.
Am I trading with anyone?
I am open to
No.
assisting your ends.
So let's get some
So
money
long
and
we-
trade with them.
Keeper of Wusheng.
Ooh, yeah. You're on bow. We'll trade with you too.
Shall we talk over tea? On behalf of
The boss.
the Celestial.
Anyone else willing to give us anything? Okay, that's fine.
Consume.
How are we trading at all? No. I still think I upgrade this. Like, from my, I feel like the logic of this has changed over the years. My understanding is, at one point it was, hey, the only time you should upgrade your trade buildings is if you're exporting 100% of said trade building. But I think how low below you are 100% exporting affects how willing factions are to trade with you. Based on just like we got less out of Yuan Bo after agreeing to a trade deal than before. So I think I do like, and that's kind of seen that in some spaces, but the problem is, content creator that used to watch play the war all the time stopped making content at the end of December, for a very good reason. Happy for him. Hope he's doing well with whatever, which I think includes raising a family, which is great. But it also means like my knowledge of like the inner details of this game have kind of fallen off. All right.
Yes.
We got some bonus wins of magic this turn.
Yes, that will do.
This I will auto-resolve. Actually, fuck. I'm not going to auto-resolve it. I need my mages to get as many kills as possible, which is going to be a little hard. But when mages get kills, it increases your arcane essays, which makes it easier to get mages, which then makes it so more of your kills are from mages, which so we got to get this going. Is my long story short. Although I did pick not quite the two worst for, hey, we got to get some kills with level 3s, but certainly Spirit Leash is not going to get many kills in this fight.
By Ulrich's wrath.
Lord of Metal.
All right. What the fuck is going on here? We're gonna do this,
For Heldenhammer.
which is a little silly,
Men of the Empire. I am no
but hopefully they'll group up.
with the gift of making grand speeches. For the good of the Empire, fight. Bring me victory.
And I do need to win the fight, so I'm not gonna. I thought about turning off the Hellstorm rocket battery, but I don't think I'm actually killing all these with just my wizards. I've, you know, some energy, but not
Take position.
not nearly enough.
Pick your targets.
Make sure guard mode's on for them. Ikit, yes.
No lingering.
I thought about Ikit for today, but really, Ikit I can play next week. It'll be the exact same as this week.
Attack.
I don't know why the archers are running up to me in melee, but I'll take it.
They'll never move again. Let the woods awaken.
All right, put down some spells.
The Empire.
We've got healing if we need it, when we need it, frankly. Honestly, this is a perfect place for Hellstorm rocket battery to be firing at.
The am master of Shamon. By Ulrich's wrath,
You know what Noob should say about it? Okay, what's that?
doth adore I invoke thee.
This saves the Emperor!
You know?
Of death.
No.
Sigmar calls.
Oh. Haha is what he would say. Oh. $277 kills. Like, again, I need to get...
Emperor's might!
I need to win the fight, too. But unfortunately, I don't have that much magic and no way to regenerate it yet. So... this is always going to happen when I was going to need help. Okay, halt. Turns off fire will. Hopefully I get some winds of magic back to heal. He would say no because it's the bane if exists for whatever reason. You got some great news. Good news. Gonna heal up these three. Name a character Buster? What character are you gonna want to name Buster? I'm gonna have a lot of wizards, so you'll have plenty of choices. You got moles in your yard? Ooh. Get this healing in. I don't know if we'll be able to get one more in. Hopefully, but I'm not holding my breath. My favorite wizard? Ooh. Man. I don't know what my favorite wizard is. Actually, I know. I know what my favorite wizard is. It's going to be our first beast wizard, which makes so much sense. That the beast wizard will be named after Buster. The House now passed the omnibus bill that had the stuff for optional registration for massage therapists in Minnesota. It's now headed to the governor's desk for enactment. Ooh, it'll go into effect July 1st, 2028. Oh, okay. I'm surprised this gave me so much time. But I'll take it. We got to full heal. 0 losses. Perfect. About 214 kills from our wizards. Not bad. Had a scary experience last night. Uh-oh. I know the Midwest is getting some very serious wins. I hope that's not the scary experience. Did you stop and felt like your voice helped? Hell yeah. That's always good when you you take part in your local politics and do your civic duty, and it actually matters. Because that's what we're told on what the American dream, or part of the American dream at least, and then how much that actually happens. That is only fucking 39 arcane essays. You work at a doggy daycare and experienced a tornado warning last night? Jeez. I'm sorry.
We remain true to Cathay.
All right. I don't think it would normally be my next wizard, but we got to get him in here. We got to get our Buster in here. So we'll get an Amber wizard. Wait. Yeah.
Battle wizard.
You are not Eben Holdorf. Your name is Buster.
Magic untamed. Let us begin.
Okay. Metal shifting's really good.
Direct me.
I've come to really just like armor as like yes, armor piercing gets to counter some of it, but it for the most part makes units take it's the best at increasing units' effective health. Freaking Toddy. I'm excited for Toddy. Let's put our first point in Flock of Doom because let's be honest, I'm never casting this, and if I never cast this, there's no point of putting a point in Wild Heart before putting a point in Flock of Doom. But I will cast Flock of Doom. I will cast the shit out of some Flock of Doom. Tom from Yogcast is voicing Toddy. Yeah, I think that's cool. Okay. So we're gonna go here and then up to here.
Do not waste my potential.
So I get the resources, which is great. Does anyone want to trade with us now?
Obey me.
Who do you start at war with? Goldtooth? Okay, no, I'm not making a trade deal with you. I had no idea who that was or why people were excited. I'm familiar with Yogscast. I don't know exactly who Tom is, but I know Yogscast has just been a big deal in the gaming scene for a long time. And so someone from that being involved is cool. I just, you know. Yeah, Yogscast is who made Diggy Diggy Hole. Among a plethora of other things. I'm not as familiar with who the individual members of Yogcast, so I don't know if like specifically Diggy Diggy Hole is Tom's. My understanding, based on how excited people are, that Tom has been part of Yogcast for a long time. But that's me inferring. That's not me knowing. I think it's cool though. I'm always excited when. I'm always excited when content creators because there's so many super talented content creators out there. So I'm excited anytime content creators get to be part of like the IPs and things that they love because, you know, they're that good, that, you know, they're that talented that they get to move on from like content creation as like for Twitch and YouTube. I don't want to necessarily call it not the real thing because, like, I feel like I'm watching more YouTube than I'm watching anything else these days, and I'm watching more than the second most thing I watch is Twitch, but like, it's not as produced as, you know, stuff on Netflix, stuff that comes to your movie theaters, all that stuff, and so like they're different. And frankly, I enjoy the amateurness of like stuff that goes on YouTube and Twitch. So like, to me, there is a level of, okay, that's the fastest way. We're gonna fast travel here. So that way we can take this next turn.
It is time.
Life leeching is like required. Triggers when casting a spell, gives us extra. Now I'll take Life Bloom because it's just a little bonus healing every time we heal. I can upgrade you. I don't know what else I'm doing with the money. That'll help with the growth. Which, sure. Okay, if we got this. Like, our economy is important, but also isn't. So what do I want first? Let's get recruit rank first. Like, Ward Save 5 is also something we're going to want, but like Ward Save 5 on our Battle Wizards is going to be good regardless, whereas like the recruit rank's also good, but if we can get the recruit rank earlier, that lets us get the higher level wizards earlier, which means we have better spells and they're... Don't you want the college archives? What does it do again besides capacity? You might be right, and I fucked up. Well, not fucked up. I think it's it's 7 turns, which is 1 more turn than what we're researching. Which, to me, like how fast something research is relevant to what you should prioritize. Especially recruit rank. Oh. I think that's next after this. Right, and then none of this is relevant to the college, or my wizards. But yes, you're right. This is probably next before this. So it's going to be 8 orders, then college archives, then protection of the patriarch, and then Hall of Duels.
Ready. That will work. By the comet.
But maybe I wanted that first. I don't. Valiant defeat, this says. I'm pretty sure that's wrong. If I remember correctly. Yeah. If we set up facing on this gate, there's no towers here. So our Hellstorm Rocket Battery can kind of just shoot it and do whatever the fuck they want. And take out the 3 archers they have. And then from there, it is very simple to clean up after that. Laughs and wizards, yeah. One thing that does make this campaign kind of tough to play long term is auto resolve is not kind to wizards, especially with how good they actually are in this game. Like it's funny, they're better in Warhammer 2 than they are in Warhammer 3, and they still are like really good. No, I will not be starting here. I will be starting over here. I think I have to start a little bit forward to make sure that these towers can't hit them, but they'll be fine.
For Heldenhammer! Very well! Affirmative!
Our weapons are yours!
Ulrich's wrath on them!
Yeah, you can kind of. Maybe I don't want you firing well. Maybe I want you breaking that, actually. We already killed a bunch of them. We're gonna max speed this because this could take a little bit. And there's not much. They can't shoot at these guys, so there's not much tactical going on. I want to break this to also. Sure, toggle fire will. Put guard on, and then fire at those Jade Wizards? Or Jade Warriors? This is the Jade Wizard. Get into combat. We need them to start committing. But also, I don't need them to start committing to start casting some Flock of Doom.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
Amber Wizard.
I do not remember this having a 45-second cooldown. Wait, what? When it upgrades, does it just get a much lower cooldown?
Ready for war. I am master of Shamon.
Heldenhammer.
Anyway. Buster. Flock of Doom. The first cast does good damage, but doesn't usually get a bunch of kills. The second cast...
Haste gold magic.
Let's get a heal in here. Earthblood's never gonna be like heal these guys to full from like any noticeable damage taken, but it's super efficient.
Heldenhammer. Ulrich's
Right now we're just looking for super efficient because
armor.
we just need to kill a bunch of guys. That's all we're trying to do. Kill a bunch of guys. Do they have other archers? They had 3 archers, and I think we've only killed one of them.
Blow deathly winds. Ulrich's wrath.
Let me get some of this winds of magic back.
I am supreme. They'll never move again.
That was... Jesus, Gelt's already up to 200 kills. So, can you fire at this spearman? Well, you're gonna hit the spearman. That works.
Sage wizard. We are Sigmar's heirs. Get them.
Yeah, go kill this one guy that's stuck up here. Ah, there's the last 2 units of archers and Jade Warriors. Ooh. I'll have the cavalry come clear those guys out.
The Empire endures.
Moondragon, protect us.
Move out.
I mean, if my rocket battery wants to just take all this out. How is that not army losses? They're taking 2/3. Ad break is starting soon. Already? Jesus. Manually resolving battles takes time. Who knew?
We are Sigmar's heirs. The Empire endures.
There we go. Cool. No, fast forward. We're trying to get as much healing as possible. Which is kind of silly because we're going to be in the province over the end turn, but it's a good habit to be an eye of, and you never know what's going to happen over the end turn if, like, this way. Oh, we used all our magic. Oh, cool. Sweet. Perfect time to run this ad break. Is it about to start? Yeah, ad started soon. Feed your cat? Yeah, feed your cat. I'm gonna click past because the sound of hey, you just won a battle can be kind of annoying. But we're just gonna take the settlement. Not loot and occupy because that ends up usually costs more money than you would get from just occupying. That was that I did see in my preview. That's not the same thing as you guys are talking about. But I think that was just, hey, loading into this takes some resources. All right. Well. We'll do this after the ads come back, so people don't miss stuff. I'll see everyone in 3 minutes. See you soon. Where content? Here content. Hello, Mim. I am back. I realize I am not exactly up to the edge. We can be all the way up here. There we go. Content. Hello. Sorry. Stupid cords got trapped around the computer. Or around the chair. Alright. Mim, I am going to apologize. You're about 3 days too early for the cat people. But anyway. So, I know. Burning Wind nomads have been successfully pushed back across the Great Canal. Xiaoming, the Iron Dragon of the Western Provinces, asks for your continued assistance by advancing across the waterway and dealing the final blow to the dissidents. We agree to help, which gives us construction costs, which is okay, growth, which is okay, and diplomatic relations. We can decline, take a bunch of money, lose relations, and Xiaoming will remember this. Or, for a price, we can get the goddamn arcane essays that we've been so desperately needing. We're taking the arcane essays. And we have now secured this province. Hell yeah.
I am ready.
We'll take growth. We're gonna wait until this kicks in next turn for the construction cost to upgrade anything. But we can get 5 more frickin' wizards. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we haven't gotten yet. As I know, as a male, we wear clothes till they fall apart. Joke's on you. I wear clothes after they fall apart. But yes, continue.
Gold wizard.
What do you want of me?
Today, my entire soul fell off my shoe at work. No! I'm sorry, ma'am.
What is your wish?
Now, there's other things I could be doing with this 500. Transmutation's actually really good. But I do want to get this all started because you do at least want one of each in the army. Well, yeah, you want at least one of each in the army. Might need new shoes.
Smoke and mirrors.
By the comet.
By the comet. What more upgrades in Steering Doom? Steering Doom did a insane spell. A new pair of shoes I've worn twice since I bought them over a year ago. Man. I got a pair of Vans a couple of years ago, and I wear the shit out of them, and I fucking love them.
Spirit Master.
Okay, which one of you gives minus leadership again? Not you. Doom and Darkness. This is the one I tend to put. You need 4 points in this box to get onto the next box, and Doom and Darkness is the one I tend to resort to because minus leadership, it's minus 16 leadership, and when you overcast it, it affects enemies in the wider in an area, not just one unit. This can win battles that are like still very much in the and can sometimes do more than just doing a damage spell. Finally, off a day of work to see a stream. What's up, Tiny? Hello. You're here to see the nerdiest thing I could possibly do. What's up? Hello. Get Earthblade upgraded. Get this Flock of Doom. We'll just put 2 points of Searing Doom for you as well. Fireball. We want Burning Head.
A powerful move.
Thunderbolt? Just chilling, reading manga? Hell yeah.
The Light College approves.
Net for light because net is OP. And then we put all these guys in the army.
Sigmar's will.
You lack my expertise.
And see, they didn't even full heal over the end turn.
Bring forth items of power.
Or wait, no. They just, sorry, they haven't done over the end turn.
This will help.
This will help. I think it's a good day to celebrate with sushi. Hell yeah. During day off, finish my chores. Nice. Sushi sounds good, but I just paid bills. Yeah. Yeah. That's... I miss sushi, but my wallet doesn't. Okay, so we're going to go for Whaley Village first.
Now they'll say.
You're probably dying to...
Speak up, or I'll take your tongue.
Excuse me?
Long for me.
You're probably dying to Dakala,
Terror.
which means we definitely need to take that first. And we might have to take a quick side trip south. It's fine. I actually haven't done this campaign since they added her, but I'm assuming they're not going to fucking do anything because they're a minor AI faction. Minor AI factions tend to just sit in their base and do nothing. Dakala, on the other hand, well, is a legendary lord. So we're not going to risk that happening. We already said we're not doing that this turn. We're going to wait for over the turn to get some money and for the cost reduction to kick in. Well, Tiny, I'm glad you got a day off. It's good to see you. I know I stream, like, probably end stream right as you're getting off work a lot. Where's the famous kitty cam I've heard about? Well, so, normally, he's right here. But as you can see, he is not right here. And that's because with all this lovely sun behind me, he is in the sun, on the floor, right there. Can't see him because he's on the floor. No, can't see him. He wants the warmth. It is warm up here. It is a warm day up here, but he wants his sun. And who am I to fault him for that? Okay, everyone's fully healed, so we need... Ooh. Actually, are
Very
sending.
well, I will do this.
But not exactly.
It is best to move.
But Ben, the background of your stream is blown out, and which makes things look worse. And, you know, the answer to that is... But Buster. Meow. Did someone say meow? All right. What am I upgrading? Fu Hong. I don't think I've ever seen this game. Which is interesting because Al definitely plays this game, but maybe has never streamed it, which makes sense. So Total War is a series of games that have been coming out since 2000, with the original one being Total War Shogun, or Shogun Total War. Alec barely streams, not even to Discord. I don't want to auto-resolve this just because, or I don't want to manually fight this because I think there's a real shot these crowmen and peasants, postmen actually just fucking kill my Hailstorm rocket battery. So, against my better judgment, I think I'm auto-resolving this. Oh, he only shows it like if you guys are playing it in there. Oh, okay. We are going to take the replenishment. We got so many arcane essays. Which is good. And Gelt got a horse, which is also very good.
A quest has been issued, mighty lord. A great adventure beckons. Be wary, though,
For while the potential rewards are great,
More flickering?
so too
Okay.
are the perils.
What is that flickering? Yeah. So, yeah, been having some issues with my streaming software, and I think this is kind of the final call of like, I think they're gonna keep blaming my ISP, but OBS doesn't have this issue where OBS doesn't have the issue where my my bitrate gets this bad, nor does it have this issue of when the bitrate gets bad that it does the flickering. Is it done? Because sorry, I'm gonna default to just switching the break screen if you guys tell me it's happening, because I've seen how it is. It gets rough. Was thinking it was the game. Yeah, unfortunately, it's like I don't see it on my end. I don't see it in Meld, but it happens on stream. Absolutely, it happens on both Twitch and YouTube. It's not a Twitch issue or YouTube issue. It's just over the intern. Okay. What's up, DTN? How are you doing? I decided, because this starts about to get a lot more crowded, you know, with some tigers showing up. I think they start here in Vale of Titans, because I think from the video I saw, they go up here and take this province, and then they had a quest to go do this. It's gonna get super crowded. It definitely wasn't already super crowded. I don't know what you mean. But hello, DTN. So anyway, I figure one last ride with all the wizards. Murder kitties look fun. They do. They do look cool. Golden hounds. Yeah, double golden hounds. Fine. More full plate armor, and then hard to hit. Just I feel like Empire captains, if you make them super tanky, can hold the line really well. Like, and whereas if you try to make them deadly, they still don't kill things and then don't hold the line as well.
Yes.
So that's how I like to build them. Oh, good. I don't have to make a choice. I can just put the point in a Wild Heart and then second point in Flock of Doom.
Fire?
Kill Flame, Burning Head.
Golden Sorcerer.
Empire Cap. Yeah, no, they can absolutely tank. But the problem is you have to make, well, not the problem. You have to make sure they are tanky to do that. I think I'm putting this second point in. I feel like one of the things that I haven't come to appreciate is, especially early for the wizard army, one of the problems it has is against cavalry, which Melkoth's Mystifying Miasma is like the best spell to deal with cavalry, like especially if they have like only 1 or 2 units. So I think making sure my gray wizard has that instead of maxing out Pendulum first is the smart thing, because Pendulum's good, but there's so many spells that does what Pendulum does. There's not many that does what Melkoth's Mystifying Miasma does. And then, well, what are you doing again? Yeah, we'll get that.
I
Okay.
am the Supreme Patriarch.
Fight this manually, because that way we can get some healing in. I'm glad I auto-resolved that fight, though. Like, I do think that enough cavalry and enough eagles that this was not going to come out of it unscathed. And I'm not going to use the Hellstorm Rocket Battery in this army once we get enough mages. But Hellstorm Rocket Battery this early is still really good, and it's going to be it's going to be the thing that helps the second army win. Actually, I'm going to put you back here. We'll keep. Oh, you guys are unscathed as well. Cool. I'm just gonna hide the rest of you. You all can hide, right? Yes.
Captain
You can hide back here too.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
Everyone Gelt's on foot still. Damn.
Moving now! Men of the Empire, I am no warrior priest blessed with the gift of making grand speeches. For the good of the Empire, bring me victory!
Without the... Says he can't make great speeches. Has the greatest speech in all of Total War Warhammer.
I am master of Shamrock.
Eager! Attack!
How do you already have 3 kills?
Let the woods awaken!
Probably need to get him out of there and not fighting alone. But it's funny in it. Oh!
Wizard ready.
I just realized they do have a lord. This is the first lord I fought against since... Welcome to Estalia, gentlemen.
You accept disharmony.
On foot.
I did not get a copy of this DLC, which tells me I need to do more. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did you try telling them that they need to give you content to stream if they want you to make if you want to stream it? Probably not. That's probably why you do get content to stream.
You accept disharmony.
Wait, why are you? Oh, did you have to run away?
Ready for war! At speed! Take position! To battle! Get them! Ready! Tyrant calls!
Nope.
Take order! By my will alone!
Cluster of Shaiish.
Jeez, 291 kills is still not enough.
Sigmar calls!
Stop being emeritus is a roulette spin now if you aren't a bonded crowd creator. I mean, on the one hand, I get it, but also, like, I don't want to talk shit while I'm streaming their game. Like, I don't think I'm getting in their content creator program anytime soon. I have talked enough shit that I am well aware that I'm probably not who they're looking for, and it's not my favorite that I'm not, but also, like, that's a decision. I've made some, you know, meaningful choices of how I want to engage with this content, and it is what it is, and I'm not gonna sit here and say woe is me when I've made some purposeful decisions and said some things. But there is a part of me that's like, man, if anyone's streaming your game, you should be excited, like, at a certain, like, with the what's it called? The pace of content in the past couple of years. Like, I think when I went live, there was less than 800 people watching Warhammer 3 right now. And I think that includes... Oh, no, never mind. Great Book of Grudges isn't streaming right now.
Ulrich's wrath on them!
Okay, I think we can finish this by just... guard mode. I don't know what you're firing at, but...
For Heldenhammer! Battle awaits!
I can't wait for my Wind of Magic recovery to get better. Why? Are you getting knocked down or something? What is going on? Okay, I think I have to do this so it doesn't just die.
Haste gold magic.
Wild heart!
This shakes the Emperor! You accept!
I always forget how bad the recharge rate is this early.
You accept this harmony!
You,
We are
and you.
Sigma's heirs!
This shakes the Emperor!
Moving
Everyone will get some healing, but I kind of need to make sure that I prioritize the most injured people. And Gelt's still running away, so. They aren't real people. True. Oh, Gelt just ran off the battlefield. Okay. Well, that actually sucks because he's not even getting passive. Like, there's a little bit of extra healing that gets done to everybody because Earth Wizard, like, we're at 30-32 right now, and even though I'm not healing him directly, gets 35 healing, which is not nothing. You? Is your healing cap? No. Slow drip for sure. Yeah, and I know that's not what developers intend by any means, that I like, or honestly creative assembly as a whole. But it's like, at the same time, they don't intend it and it happens. Like, have some of that same grace for content creators. Oh, dear Automod. I was so confused a second why I was Automod. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't even get to see Automod on that build. Interesting. I'm assuming that Automod, it's a slow drip because of drought? Is that why? Oh, viewers. Good point. Thank you, Automod, for not just completely not allowing it at all. Because I thought I had it set up that it just wouldn't go through at all, but that's fine. All right, occupy. Yeah, I have that term blocked because 99% of the time, if someone comes into my chat to talk about viewers, it's because they're trying to sell me them. So that's why you keep getting automated.
Let us begin.
That is a purposeful decision.
I am ready. Are you?
So yeah, stop making poor splash work. Plague of Rust. I tend to prioritize over glittering robe in general, but especially for this armory. Like, I just feel like the AI likes running armies that can overcome extra armor. So putting extra armor that overcomes armor. So putting extra armor tends to not do a whole lot. Whereas AI also prioritizes armies with armor because auto resolve likes armor. So if you could strip away that armor with Plague of Rust, like the units that have that are relying on their high armor to be good suddenly are
The corpses.
no longer great.
Jade Wizard. I serve.
And we like making them not great again.
Gold Wizard. Knowledge is power. Preparing rites of exorcism.
You summon me.
Okay. I don't produce enough salt in real life, so we're gonna make more salt.
Not waste my
Okay.
potential.
We can get 3 more wizards. So I'm going to get another amethyst wizard because Soul Leech is broken. I'm viewing the Strim mob.
Spirit Master.
We're gonna get another life wizard because, or jade wizard because
Jade
healing's good, but also jade wizards get this stacking effect that they can increase your battle healing cap. No. I already said why I get Earthblood before Life Bloom. And then, last but certainly not least, wait, what is Bright Key? Right. Certainly not least, Amber Wizard. Now, there's very different arguments for what exactly the ideal Balthasar Gelt army looks like. Also, I'm losing money. Go figure.
My power. Amethyst.
I like having a couple of Beast Wizards, not just because I think Flock of Doom is broken, but also because most wizards, their mount caps out at Imperial Pegasus, which doesn't give them any combat stats, it just gives them speed.
Who
Beast
disturbs
Wizards
me?
get Imperial Griffin, which I'm covering their armor and their HP. But trust me when I say they get a bunch of stats, and the stats are actually relevant. There's something to be said about, like, for instance, high elves can go on dragons. Their wizards can go on dragons, but it's not always ideal. Beast wizards on Imperial Griffins are a very important part of a wizard army because they can actually, like, go toe to toe if you need them to. So I like getting at least 3 beast wizards into this kind of army
Beast Wizard.
because sometimes you actually just need to get it in there and brawl.
Their treasures are mine.
What brings you
Nope.
here?
You found the Changeling Cathay.
Come to me.
To me.
Must have been the weight.
I am the Supreme Patriarch.
Okay, I'm losing money, but it's okay. We're not gonna go broke over this turn. So Imric, yes, I'm not saying you never put them on dragons, and in fact, I tend to just put them on dragons anyways because haha, put them on fucking dragons and just kill and eat everybody. Funny, but not even min-maxing. There's like genuinely like good, just general advice of like, hey, what do you want your mages to accomplish to this army? And sometimes you don't want to put them on dragons. But on that same note, that's why I think beast wizards are important in this army because, especially like, you know, once this army gets going, nothing's gonna beat it. But the army needs to get to that point to get to do that. And as you're getting to that point, you're occasionally going to need to land and fight. And when you land and fight, you're going to want some beast wizards. I honestly didn't know beast mages get a griffin. That's awesome. Yeah, they're the literally everyone else stops at Imperial Pegasus and they get the Imperial Griffin, and it's again genuinely relevant. Take Archon off his chariot. Is Archon's... I don't play enough Archon to know this. But a really good example of this is Ikeclaw. Ikeclaw gets a Doom... What are the... There's Doom Wheel and something else. Doom Wheel and... Damn it! I'm gonna have to go play an Ica Claw campaign. No, we're goddamn doing we're doing Gelt. We're doing Gelt. But Ica Claw gets a Doom Wheel and come on, my lore people in chat that know the other vehicle that. No. Wolfman's been here. Wolfman was here before you, sir. We already had the Ica Claw chat. Just normal skeleton chariot. You forget to cycle charge for 2 seconds. He's stuck. I'm praying he gets a unique mount with end times. Ah, okay.
I am ready.
Where are your people? They're not added to the game yet, Mim. They'll be added Thursday. They'll be added Thursday. They'll be up here. Even though, well, I mean, it makes sense for Gelt that they're not here. Even though, literally, apparently they have a village here, and apparently there's no special building for the Tigermen in the village of the Tigermen. Creative assembly, please. People, cat people. I'm gonna. They have their own village, but this is their own village. Anyway, enter. And I'm pretty sure we go south now. Tiger men led by a tiger woman. Nodders. Look. More do they need? Magic scratch post? Yes. I as someone who has 2 cat towers and a cat that still decides he also needs to use the couch as a scratching post, let me tell you, there's no such thing as enough scratching posts for cats. They need more. They always need more. Entire race called Tiger Men. Hashtag not very woke for you. Hashtag Games Workshop. Hashtag British. Okay. I think I'm supposed to. I think I'm supposed to go that way. How greedy am I? You know what? Well, Are you already aware of me? You are already aware of me. There's something you said of, like, if I couldn't open diplomacy with these guys, that actually I'd, like, wait to take this. Because if going up there is what gets them to notice me, then getting up there is what leads them to then declare war on me. But if they already notice me and they're going to declare war on me, they're going to declare war on me no matter what I do. Oof, Warhammer 3. I know, Hari. Imagine watching someone that streams Warhammer 3, Hari.
The nation calls.
How are you? Hari, I hope you had a bangaranga weekend.
Move.
Oh, by the way, you were right
Very
about...
well. I will do this.
You're always right, but what are you right about this time? Bulgarian co-worker, shut up! It's their first win in 70 years, which they haven't been competing all 70 years, but it's their first win ever in a 70-year contest. Oh, good, thank you. Doing my paper coming along nicely along. Nice. Like, let them talk their shit. They earned it. They earned it by not setting the 23rd ballad of the goddamn night. Who didn't send ballads? Bulgaria, obviously. The UK, obviously. Greece, Denmark, Norway, Romania. But even Romania still got their opera in there. Best song won? I'm in agreement. I mean, you and I were messaging each other on BNet during it, so I know you know that we agree. We're talking about the Eurovision contest over the weekend, by the way. Romania, like, look, you think I'm going against a song called "Choke Me"? I'm not. If "Choke Me" won, absolute bangaranga. But the absolute bangaranga was bangaranga. As much as I hate to admit, Denmark has been stuck in my head. No, Denmark's was good too. Just, man. There was a part of it's like, hey, like, you're allowed to vote at any time. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, Denmark's not going to get screwed by going first. But after I thought about it for a couple days, I was like, man, I think Denmark would have gotten more votes if people got to see Denmark after they've already gotten to see 20 fucking ballads. Instead, Bulgaria got to go after people had seen 20 fucking ballads. Which, again, Bulgaria's... Bangaranga is a bangaranga. Absolute bangaranga. But I wonder if Denmark would have done better if it wasn't fucking first. And it's so funny because they got rid of you have to wait to vote till the end to, like, try to nip that in the bud. 60, you're right, Bulgaria won both finalists. Bulgaria didn't win their semifinal. Bulgaria got, like... Oh, are you talking about, like, fan vote? Because I know... No, like, I'm always positive that I heard that Bulgaria, like, went from, like, 5th. I guess it might have been among juries that it went from, like, 5th. I hate how Solars start with no armies, and yeah, I know this, and try to declare war. And you, for whatever stupid reason, you're forced to surrender Serbia's territory to them. I wonder if Serbia would have done better if their recap moment wasn't the screen part. I don't remember Serbia, so I'll be honest. Wait, no, I remember Serbia. Wait, no, I'm confusing Serbia with Croatia. Now I remember Serbia. Maybe, I don't know. Is the recap, like, how much does I don't, so Americans aren't allowed to vote in Eurovision, so I've never voted in Eurovision, and that's not just like we're not allowed to vote, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I know there are ways you can do it anyway. I'm not, like, it's not my place. I'm there to enjoy the campy shit and laugh at France for bringing ballad number 70. Oh, we are now? Okay. Won the public and total vote in their semifinal. Okay. They even have a rest of the world set of points. I swear I had been told that maybe they probably changed it, but I swear at some point I was told, yeah, like, you're not allowed to vote. I changed the light bulb, crossed the street, and walked to a bar. My life is a joke. Changed for this year. I was wondering, because, like, in previous years, so Eurovision uploads all of their performances to their YouTube, which is super cool. I'm glad they do it. But if you live in America, you don't get to watch the finals performances on their YouTube. It's just not available in your country, which I know that's a thing that the rest of the world gets to experience with a lot of videos, but Americans don't experience it very often.
A face such as yours.
What are we talking about? We're talking about Eurovision, which is this weekend.
Statue. I have a spell for that. You know.
So imagine my surprise when I could go watch Bangaranga, the final performance, on their YouTube, which, you know, I'm glad, because, like, I talk to my mom every Monday, and I was talking to her this morning, and something got brought up about, like, French, because she was talking about traveling, and it just made me think of how all the juries, like, even though the competition in Austria, all the juries spoke in English, because it is an English broadcast, because lingua franca, or whatever the term is, like, not everyone speaks every language except for English, or something along those lines. I almost always take migration unless I know the minus control is going to fuck me up, and I don't think the minus control is going to fuck me up. Except for France. And so I was relaying that to her, and she was like, "What's Eurovision? I've heard bits and pieces about it." The funny thing is, one of the few things my mom knew about Eurovision is that the UK is bad at it. English and French as official languages of Eurovision. Both has to be understood. Oh, okay. Yeah. Not even Switzerland or Luxembourg does their broadcasts, or does their jury introductions in French. Okay. How fucked am I if I do this fight? They've got 8 units, and Hellstriders are part of it.
Sister of delight.
I don't think I win this right now. Damn. I'm really scared to go north.
My potential.
Belgium used to? Oh, fair enough. I guess I don't remember. You know, I looked up so many languages over the past couple of days to be like, what are they related to? Because, like, for instance, oh, I was curious about Moldovan, which I come to learn is basically just it's referred to as Romanian even in some official Moldovan documents. It's Romanian. And you know, like, I said something about the Belgian language, which I believe they speak Walloonian. Is that the name of their language, or is that an outdated term? It's a dialect. Okay, yeah, that's what was kind of my understanding was like the comparison I thought of when I read more into it was like, you don't call you don't the language that is spoken in Mexico is Spanish. Like, some people refer to it as Mexican, but that's not right. French and Flemish. Okay. The jitter return? Yeah. Is it still going? Oh. Let me know if it's done. It stopped right about the time you asked. Okay. All right, so over the end turn, we're having issues. That's good to know. Okay. New rule. When I press end turn, I'm going to go to the break screen. Because that's a static image, which will make it hard to tell when we're done. But also, like, if a static image is, like, I actually am curious if it's static, if even the static image will do the shaky thing. But I just don't want it to do the shaky thing. I do want to get through the stream. Although, sounds like I'm just going back to OBS starting Wednesday. Which, all I have to do is update some stuff on Stream Deck. Like, to really make it work, and it'll be fine. But, you know, I'm sad. Meld's been really good to me. I am so scared to go north with this army right here, but I don't think I beat this army and these 8. That's a lot of units that I have to overcome. Set up for ambush. I'm not gonna actually attempt to ambush them.
I am innocent.
But I am gonna be in ambush form going north. And we're gonna try and take these guys out. And I can't upgrade anything, right? Next turn, you'll be giving me a little more money, which maybe that will overcome everything. So, I don't think I think if they're going to declare war, they're going to declare war. Kind of my hope is they do it this turn. They try to attack Wiley Village, and then, you know, I have 7 units here, and now it's 27 versus their 20 versus their 28 versus my 20. Or maybe they declare war but just don't move. But either way, I don't if I can go all the way up to Bamboo Crossing, even if they wait for me to take Bamboo Crossing before coming back here, like, that's fine. I can deal with that. Because they'll have another couple turns of experience. Gelt will be fully healed, which is very relevant. So yeah, let's do it like this. And also, how many turns away am I from... Oh. We're doing this. 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 Almost finished the D4 season now, by the way. See 3 items ancestral. Wow. Nice. What Paragon level are you at, Hari? If you don't mind me asking. I've been playing a lot of Diablo 4 off stream too. Thought about streaming it today, and then I was like, man, that game sometimes chugs for me, even not even streaming it. And I can only imagine what streaming it would do. 202? Jesus. I think I'm at 150? Maybe? We'll see how we're doing. Oh, cool. So this finished. So we actually are going to get some here recruit rank, which is good. We are going to want arcane essays.
Onwards.
Yeah, end your turn in the province. Okay, yeah, that'll get me over the hump, and I won't go broke over the end turn for doing it. Speaking of over the hump, anyone give me money? Fucking wood elves.
Keeper, the celestial.
All right. Click it end turn. I feel a little silly doing this, but also I've watched enough clips of it getting jittery that I realize how it, I don't know if it's been super bad for anyone. Like, you guys always point it out, and as you should, I appreciate you pointing it out. But like, when I watch it back, like, I don't get epilepsy from like flashing lights and stuff, and I've felt sick watching back some of those clips. You get some runes to finish my gear. Wait, really? Runes? That's so interesting. Like, the 4 runes, I've had 3 of the 4 runes I've needed for a while now, and the 4th one that I didn't have just changes my math on my crit rate. You're in your intermission screen? I know. So sorry. Just to explain again. Oh, never mind. You're talking about a different kind of rune. My bad. Or you're talking about the same rune I'm talking about, but I didn't realize how to get purple gear. So for anyone who doesn't know, with Meld, I've been having some issues, and where the stream will get jittery, and I can't even see it on my end. It only gets seen on your end. So I have to wait for people to say something to give feedback that's happening, and by then it's already like looks really bad. Like, in my opinion, causing epilepsy bad. We've kind of, for Warhammer, we've kind of only been seeing it happen over the end turn. So I'm just going to go to a static screen over the end turn just to avoid any jittery. Like, even if it's happening, which it probably is still happening, it's impossible to tell because it's like one consistent screen. And that way, like, it's not to avoid the complaints. Like, it's to avoid, like, it actually being, like, a terrible experience. Like, if something happens over the end turn, I will pop out. Like, if I get attacked over the end turn or whatever, I'll pop out. Absolutely. But while we're just waiting for it to cycle through everything, there's no good comes out of that. Okay, we'll be able to take this next turn. Foe Seeker is really good. Why? You're fucking kidding me. I got the jitter just... What does it even look like at this point? Where's that screen? Holy... What the fuck happened? At one point, my bitrate went up to 26,000. It's making this graph really hard to look at. Huh? This is get out of here. This is what my bitrate has looked like over the course of my stream. All of these dips are when it gets jittery. But also, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Infinite internet, apparently. But it is about that time. Okay. Because it's about that time, I am going to take an intermission. We're going to run this ad. I'll see everyone in 3 minutes and give it a chance to fucking recover. All right. Hopefully, giving it a little break fixes things. I have a building upgrade available? Oh. Well, what can I afford? I can't even afford the money building, and that's probably what I need. So we're going to ignore that. We're going to go right back to the break screen because we're going to go over the end turn, but it should be a fast end turn. No!
This would make for an interesting gilded statue. I have a spell for that, you know.
Of course. The second my army gets all the fucking way up here in ambush mode, she's like, oh yeah, that's the turn I should attack. Interesting. Interesting AI. No ally has been chosen involved in the dispute. She's declared war. Snake mommy. Snake mommy. What that mouth do? Anyway, I'm gonna click this check mark and let's go back to the end game screen. So, or end turn screen. So, see you guys in like 30 seconds. Unless, of course, she immediately goes to attack, which she does. I think my plan is still I need to take out Bamboo Crossing first and then head south. I don't think I can afford Scene? I know. No, Crank, I'm doing this over the end turn. God damn it. How many times am I saying I'm doing this over the end turn? So we can avoid. Oh my god. They're moving their army out? What? Okay, cool. That just made taking Bamboo Crossing that much easier. Well, that's easy. You said, no, she moved like she was going to attack, but didn't attack. My bad. She might even be sieging. See after the intermission. No, we're back. The intermission's back. Yeah, she made it to here.
I sense a fearful
I'm losing Wily Village. That's fine. They moved down to here, which means we literally, like, we're going to attack here and auto-resolve. That'll probably be worth it. Ooh, you have points. Give me that. All right, well.
Yes, that will do. By the comet.
Damn.
I am the...
I have to manually fight this. Oh, it's the same. Well, we know how this one's going to go. But we still have to fight it again because it's okay. We're getting our Wizards XP. I should have refilled my water during that break. It's fine. I have just as many archers before. They're just better. Slightly better. And they have better melee units. But we have way more casters. We're over 40k, hot take. I'm sick of Chaos and even more sick of Space Marines. The other faction is a lot more interesting, but I always get pushed to the side. What's up, Cthulhu? As someone that is purely... that my Warhammer fandom is purely because of the Total War games. Which, granted, I enjoy the lore. I enjoy hearing about the lore at this point, for sure. And anything I don't like is going in the book. I will say, I don't know that much about 40k. That being said, I am far more interested of hearing about, I feel like I'm far more interested in hearing about the factions you're talking about as well. That I'm not interested in hearing about Chaos. I'm not interested in hearing about Space Marines. Everyone else seems kind of cool, except for the Elves. I'm just... My BattleNet tag that was made when BattleNet tag started is Elfbane. Welcome in, Cthulhu. All of this to say, I agree with your take. I hope it's not hot because I hope the community agrees. But it might be a hot take, in which case I'm on your side. I like the fungal orcs. Yeah, I think that's cool. I'm very glad they added dwarfs, like actual dwarfs and not whatever they had before. Sadly, Space Marines are still very much the most marketable faction. Will probably never lose their universe protag status. Yeah, and I'm playing Gelt. Gelt is not my favorite faction by any means, but like Empire isn't Empire the most played faction? It's not even close, or if it is close, it's because Cathay is the second most played because there's a country of 1 billion people that likes playing as them, and they're fun to play, like even if you're not from that country, but also there's that connection. We already saw Warhammer and read Warhammer 40k with fantasy's good too. Nice. Well, welcome in. Yeah, we're playing the fantasy. That being said, the devs of this game are also, I don't know if it's the exact same dev team, but the same studio is also making the 40k game that's coming out soon, TM. So I think it's still worth talking about because I'm sure at some point I'll play Total War 40k, and then I'll have to learn about the lore, and then I'll hate the elves in yet another setting, and but welcome in. All right, we know what we're doing here. Move these guys behind. Move you back here. And then get our merry bunch of wizards. The beast wizards now. One of the beast wizards is now on horseback too. Whoa, wait, and one of my life wizards. Okay, so my first 3 are also. Most of my interaction is actually with tabletop, so fantasy is actually the best of the franchise. Oh, nice. I've definitely have some tabletop enjoyers in here. I don't stream this that much, but I'm friends with a couple people that do, and absolutely. Does Beast Wizard summon beasts? He can. That is one of his second box skills. Oh, not the tabletop war game. Oh, just the RPGs. My bad. Okay, yes. I don't know if Dad the Noob's still around. He might have gone to pick up his kid, but I believe there's people in this community that also do the RPGs as well. I know. Oh God, what's the game? Trader, Rogue Trader, something like that. That came out last year, the year before, which is if my understanding is a RPG that takes place in the 40k universe. I know I've had a lot of friends recommend that one. Still have not opened the box of Necron Warriors bought in the UK. Rogue Trader, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, Rogue Trader. Yeah, I've heard good things about that, and I probably would like, maybe once we have a date for 40k, I might give that a go on stream, just as a way to try to learn more. Because I have a friend completely separate from all this that loves to stream Darktide, and they're a complete newbie to the 40k lore. They just liked playing Vermintide, and then they liked playing. And then when Darktide came out, they're like, "Hey, it's the next game. I'm gonna play it," and they really enjoy playing it. But they don't know much about the lore besides who the Chaos Guards are, and I've tried watching it to see if I could pick up on the lore. And I'm like, oh, there's not much to pick up on lore wise. Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay actually is one of the most well-regarded published campaigns ever. The Enemy Within. Ooh, that's cool. I'm now a few years removed from my last RPG playthrough with a DM and stuff like that, and it was traditional D&D 5e, using the Fey something as the setting, which was very fun. But I don't know if I've ever actually done a setting that wasn't from Wizards of the Coast. I a long time ago bought a book about how to transfer D&D rules to a Diablo setting, which I don't even know if I have that book anymore. This was probably 15, 20 years ago that I bought it. If 5e, I'm sorry. What? I thought this was like an action game where you controlled soldiers. This is. I'm just yapping. Lucy? Am I not allowed to yap? Probably. No. I'm sorry. I don't know enough to know to know any better. No, the individual guys. Oh, well look. Here. These are individual guys running. This is looking like Age of Empires.
To battle!
Me. Here to disrupt the game being played by discussing other games. Nah. Cthulhu, hey, hang around here long enough, you'll see that's I love doing that too. You mainly fire artillery. True! There's so much I could be doing. But you're right. This is a strategy game. It's been around for 25 years, 26 years now. There's some differences from Age of Empires, but also very much as a kid that played a bunch of Age of Empires, I also played the shit out of Shogun Total War. Right, I have to fire at this to actually hit these guys apparently. So where the game called Total War was like a giant PvP battle. Oh, Total War Arena. Which I don't even remember if that's still playable. Yeah, Total War Arena, you got to control... Well, maybe it's not exactly what you're thinking of. But you controlled like 3... So like... You control like swordsmen, but you could... Or like something like this, but you could only control 3 of them. And you definitely had to coordinate with other people. What do I want you to fire at? I don't know yet. So I don't know yet. Go fucking kill these guys.
Very well.
We love killing archers that they've just decided to leave unattended. Why are you all the way over here? You are the one that has the upgraded one, so it'll be cheaper. Low-key, I actually like the first Age of Empires most. Interesting. I'm absolutely a Age of Empires 2 fan. I liked Age of Empires when it was new. Uh-oh, Dirty Empire? Yeah, but it's Gelt. Is it really that bad if it's Gelt?
Haste gold magic.
Not the Icicles of Doom? It's even better. It's... Oh... I fucked up. Still kind of dirty.
Amber wizard. Bestial strength.
Also, that guy took way too much damage. That sucks. Still dirty, too much skin. He's not showing enough skin. What do you mean? I mean, what?
Ready for war.
Okay. I need to clear out some of these Shade Warriors. Shards of metal. Chase those guys down. Thank you. A filthy chaos enjoyer, so I can't say too much. Ah, it comes out.
Balthazar Gelt.
Any specific mono god, or you like? Like I enjoy a good Archaon campaign. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you're just Buster's just getting out. That's right. That guy's named Buster. So we invaded the Aztecs. We're Cathay, China.
For Heldenhammer.
But also, we're not quite invading them. We're dealing with a rebellion, and we're invited here to deal with it by one of the dragon lords that rule in Cathay. I like the monogods mainly. Fair enough. The last time I streamed Total War Warhammer 3 on stream, I was doing a Changeling campaign in the Realm of Chaos. And it did well. I need you to heal Gelt because apparently Gelt's taking 1 billion damage. Oh, just regular Warhammer. Yeah, this is fantasy. This is old world fantasy, which well, no, not old world, because old world is the new old fantasy setting, I think. I don't fucking know. Wait, where are you fighting?
Unleash the beast.
Yeah, they are making a 40k version of this though. Okay, I need Gelt to get away from these halberds. That's what I need to fix. If I do, they're like hiding under the bridge because they're being fucking smart, and I hate when the AI is smart. Jay is always lore accurate because half the time he's trolling the player. Yeah. Even when you're the player, he's trolling the player. Chaos Dwarves are so fun. Chaos Dwarves, like, I have still never finished a campaign of theirs. I don't know what it is about them that makes it so hard for me. It's not like I hate playing dwarfs by any means. Okay. Ah, right. I can do this. If I'm sick of archers firing at me from under the bridge so I can't hit them with spells, I can just hit them with the Hellstorm Rocket Battery. You know what I'm gonna do? I haven't got to do this yet.
The winds glow hot.
What? Cast it. Stop jumping around. There we go. Fire. Fry. You're on guard. You're not on guard. Look. Some of you may take a bunch of fire damage, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. So you have infinitely generating soldiers? So no. I have soldiers back here. This army is about using mages to wreak some havoc. And so I'm using mages to wreak some havoc. Gelt's about to die. Gelt died. That's embarrassing. We'll be fine.
I am gone.
Right? Right?
Amber wizard. Power unleashed. Battle wizard.
I'm a little annoyed by how tanky these fucking Jade Warriors with halberds are.
Shaman.
But now they're dead.
Feel life flow.
The Amber Order. Amber
Oh,
wizard.
god damn it.
At speed.
You're... Stop firing. So, I have a lot of mana left because that's the point of this faction. They still have more armies left? Yeah, they still have more armies left. Because they were defending the walls. They didn't expect me to send all of my armies at one point to take advantage of the fact that they were spread their armies out around the walls. Why?
Savage wizard.
I can't tell you what the AI is doing in this game. Why are they bitching out now? Because I lost one troop. And I killed 700, 800 of them. Man, losing Gelt for a couple turns is actually going to really fucking suck.
Let the woods awaken.
A path. All right.
Ready.
Why are you not? Oh, because you flew.
Throw it. Quickly. Onwards.
You don't happen to know the default wound time for lords? It's like 4 turns, I want to say. Which is usually grounds for refighting this fight, because I shouldn't have lost him. That was dumb of me to do that, but also, like, that'll give me a challenge to overcome that I don't normally have. Maybe it means I can't overcome it, and I just start what I was going to start Friday or next Monday on Wednesday instead. Yeah, maybe it is 5 turns instead of 4. Either way, early game it's a lot. Later, who the hell cares? Ah, you are the one that's still in here. Oh, why are you fucking out here? You're at your healing cap? Just about. You're at your healing cap. I'm surprised I've gotten this much time to heal. Hi, sir. Slowest healing ever. Yeah. All right. That should be everyone. Decisive victory. And I lost my freaking lord. It used to be even slower. And I had to also max speed for that. Hi, sir. Hi. Do you want to come say hi to everybody? Do you want to come say hi, sir? Come here. Where's my buddy? Where's my buddy? Ah, there we go. There we go. It's percent health base, yeah. Hi, sir. The real streamer, yeah. Hey, what's going on, buddy? I know it's warm in here. It's a warm day. I have yet to turn on the AC, but maybe today's the day. Oop, you okay? You okay? That's not your normal meow. I'm sorry. Did I do something? Did I do something? You okay, buddy? I don't know if you guys heard that. That's normally his, hey, you grabbed me the wrong way, like meow, which I don't know if I just overstimulated him or what the deal is. But it's definitely not his happy noise. You okay, buddy? He's drinking water now. Okay. I must have... I was rubbing his ear, which can bother him, and must have just hit it the wrong way. We'll make do. And now everybody gets their fucking horses. Okay, generally Empire is, I think, what I want to make my extra armies with. And speed is actually really good, so we're gonna do that.
This will bolster the nation.
Well,
The trees tell me much.
we're gonna need the magical
Who
reserves.
seeks my power?
So anyway, transformation of, I think it's the name changes depending on what faction, but transformation lets you summon a beast. But it's not very
What
good.
do you want of me?
Gold wizard.
What is your wish?
What do you seek?
Although apparently
Preparing
the
rites of
Beastman version of it, or the
Battle
Tigerman
wizard.
version of it is pretty good.
Gairan whispers.
Death is not the end.
What do I want a second of? I want a second Grey Order. So one of the things that's gonna happen is this army, everyone's gonna have a flying mount, but that's actually a not good thing.
What do you seek?
Like there's a serious downside to that, and the serious downside is if you have a unit of just flying, or army of just flying units, and you go into battle, you start taking a leadership penalty that increases over, I forget if it's like per 10 seconds or 30 seconds or whatever, but like it just keeps decreasing, and landing doesn't fix it. You need to have an actual like land unit that can't fly in the army. So the trick is you want to have and the problem is this also happens if you have a land unit and then it dies. So the way you counteract that with this stack, because you want wizards, because each wizard increases the max capacity of the winds of magic in this army. Gray wizards get this attribute called stock, which means they're hidden even if they're not in trees. They just get to hide everywhere as long as there's no army close to them. So you keep one of these units on the ground and then they're hidden, so the AI doesn't just immediately bum rush them. And because if they die, then you start getting that penalty for the rest of your army. So I'm again going to do it like this.
What does the emperor bid?
Jitter. Yeah. I think what my plan is, I normally stream for 3 hours and we're at 2.5. What's up, Leica? I might actually be ending. I apologize. Rip stream. So yeah, I think I was hoping, so with Mel, like I streamed Meld on Friday in Slay the Spire, which granted, Slay the Spire is where we've had the least issues with Meld. But I streamed at 6K bit rate because I had been streaming 4K and then bit rate. And then I glanced at OBS and was like, what am I doing differently in OBS than I'm doing in Meld? And realized, oh, I'm streaming 6K bit rate in OBS. I wonder if that fixes the issue. And Friday, and playing Slay the Spire 2 and streaming it on Meld, I had no issues. Even when I saw a dip in my bit rate on the Twitch website that I just showed you, there wasn't an issue on the stream that I could see. And so I was like, oh, maybe streaming at 6K fixed it. But obviously it didn't. I think that's kind of my sign of like, hey, whatever's going on with Meld, I'm not going to be able to fix it. So I think I'm going to need to go back to OBS. The good news is, because of everything that's going on with Stream Elements, now is kind of the best time to go try something that works with OBS that isn't Stream Elements, because everybody's actually talking about the alternatives and people are making guides for the alternatives and stuff like that. So I think going back to OBS is the way to go, just because I don't have these issues with OBS. And I really like Meld, but it's clear that this is not just an ISP issue, which is what they're telling me. And that's nothing against Meld. There's a very common thing. You can even see it of like, hey, the problems that happen with Meld are because my bitrate goes down, which is technically an ISP issue, except for the fact that my bitrate goes down that much with OBS, and I don't have that jitter show up on OBS. No reason to use anything else. Was it only happening in this game? No, it's been happening with just about every game I stream. So it's definitely this is the first time I've streamed this game in 2 years, and I knew immediately what was happening because we've been dealing with so many games. I'm sad because there's a lot of things I like about Meld. There's a lot of good stuff about OBS, but frankly, the thing about OBS is you'd still have to use plugins to make it close to the functionality of a lot of these other programs. And Stream Elements has been the only plugin that I could find that did anything that I wanted. And I've talked earlier about my conspiracy theory of Stream Elements using SEO to knock out their competition, whatever. I now know that there's Stream Elements alternatives for OBS. I'm going to look into those the next couple of days, and then we'll see how stream goes on Wednesday. So, yeah, we're going to end a little early. I was going to raid someone new, but they just ended. Well, when you're going to raid someone new and they end, you just raid someone you don't you just set alerts as browser source? So I can just use Twitch's alerts, but there's some other things too. There's no event log in base OBS. And so far, the only other way I could find that gave you an event log in OBS is Stream Elements. I've now found out that's not the case. You can find other ones. But anyway, he loves booping the snoot. So let's go raid Ursonis. Ursonis still working on Silksong. But I actually have no idea how close he is to the end. I've not played Silksong myself, but I know lots of people here enjoy it. And lots of people here enjoy Ursonis. So go give some love to Ursonis. If you haven't met him before, he's a big friendly. He'll give you a big friendly bear hug as he meets you. They got that from Streamlabs chatbot, but I can't remember. Yeah, there's chatbot solutions, but I don't want chatbot solutions. I just want to see it in a log. Preferably one that also shows me my YouTube event list, but not even Stream Elements seems capable of doing that. So I'm not crossing my fingers on that one. But anyway, get our sonus to boop the snoot. Go enjoy some Silk Song. I'll be back Wednesday. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna not give this campaign another go. We're gonna do another 3 hours of this. Just see recovering from having Gelt die and how that works. If it does even work. But yeah, go say hi to Cernos. I'll see you guys over there. I'll see you back here Wednesday. Thanks for watching.